Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Erlengrat. So, slight snag. It's raining, as you might have noticed. Equally, the dry grass has managed to turn to hay, and so I'm slightly going to cheat a little bit. And we're going to get it baled and quick. So I'm very quickly windrowing this up before it gets any wetter. Just go with it, it's fine. And then we'll very quickly, once we baled it, get them collected up and get them under cover, because otherwise they'll start rotting. Because we are running seasons. We'll see how this goes. This could be a disaster. But the forecast is for it to rain forever and a day. Well, at least for the next 6 hours, which is going to feel like forever. So we're just going to do it anyway. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I don't even know actually if it'll let me bail. I suppose it may not even let me bail it, thinking about it. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, alright. Well, let's see what happens then. But yeah, so welcome back. Another short. It'll be very short if it turns out that I can't bale the hay. We'll just have to see how we do, I suppose. I may just actually decide to straighten this out. But yeah, so we'll get it all rowed up anyway. As I talked about, I think at the end of the last episode, I've put line down on the bottom part of this field, which had already been cut, and as grass put into the silo, bunker silo. So it's just this bit to do. And then once this field is clear, of course, we can then look to, I'm going to sort of try and straighten this out, it's a bit wiggly. Then yeah, we can look to get it all limed and get it fertilised again, and all that jazz. So yeah, we've actually got, I think we've got a tiny little bit of slurry to use, actually, so we need to think about that. I've given the cows some more straw, and I suppose one thing we probably need to think about, actually, is at some point not having straw in the cow paddock, so that we do actually get some slurry, because I think there's a slurry spreader available as part of the pack as well. That'd be kind of fun to use it. So yeah, we'll look to do that. Just try and take out some of these squigglies a little bit, try and straighten this up nice and neat. But yeah, is that snow on the mountains up there? Oh, it is, look at that, cool. Yeah, winter, early summer. Allegedly, it's a good time to make hay. I'm slightly less convinced about that under the current circumstances, but I suppose we are in a mountain region, and rain is inevitable, and usually at the most inconvenient times. I have taken up another contract. I'm just going to grab that bit, actually, or combine it all in. But yeah, I've taken another contract, so we've got a tractor with a worker cultivating a field for a contract, and again, it was just in another area that we haven't really been in much. Maybe we'll check out in a little while how that's getting on, and just again be in a different part of the map. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when FS22 comes out, because they're supposed to be sort of putting improvements on Erlengrat, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do. But I wonder whether, you know, because there'll be 2 other new maps. We've already talked a little bit about this. There'll be 2 other new maps coming out which I'll want to play, and I dare say at this rate I should probably still be on No Man's Land. So, you know, I don't know whether I'll play this on 22, but I guess that might depend on what changes there are to it. Maybe I'll do a more extended play. I don't know. Who knows what may come. But yeah, it looks pretty set in, this rain, I have to say. And I'm trying to think now. I don't think we've had any rain though. So the whole of spring, we've had no rain. Summer arrives. I've got hay on the ground. Oops. And all of a sudden, it is raining. There you go. Such is the life of a farmer. Always at the mercy of the weather. Fortunately in FS we've got a little bit more flexibility, so hopefully we'll get away with this. And if not, well, the plan was to buy another grass field, and hopefully we won't get too much more rain anyway. We shall see. But yeah, I don't know whether the game will let me bale this or not. I've never tried this before, to be honest. So we'll have to see what happens as to whether it'll even let me bale it. But we're nearly done, so I guess we'll soon find out. Hey, I'll just tidy up these last little bits, and then we'll go grab the baler. Well, remarkably enough, it's letting us get away with it. Which I've got to say I'm quite a little bit surprised about, but it's fine, it's good, it gives us something to do. I've no idea what we do otherwise, to be honest. So it's fine. If this was, I was just reflecting, if this was any one of my other series, I probably wouldn't be doing this, because it's totally ridiculously unrealistic that I would, oh no, we're going to lose all the bales, it's fine. Why is it not? Oh, wrong one. But it's not got a tipper thing on the back. Oh, does this not come with a tipper thing? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. But yeah, it's fine. On here I'm less worried, and I'm playing it with seasons, and normally if I play with seasons I tend to play reasonably realistically, but no, not on this. This is not what this is about. We're just having a bit of fun and missing all of the hay. Yeah, probably ideally. So is there no option with this to have, actually that's not what I want to do. Is there no option with this to have a tippery thing on the back? There it is. How much power does it need, by the way? Because I'm not sure I've got enough. 120, no options. And if I get garage, how much power have we got with the, least, of course it's least, with that Abbey. 109. Yeah, technically not, but equally not far off. I suppose probably want to be, as I create the bales, getting the bale picker-upper trailer, otherwise known as a collector, and getting the bales off the ground, because now they are bales. The game's going to go, hang on, that's a wet bale, you can't have that, it's going to start to rot. Now, what happens if the bale is wet, or starts to get wet, starts to rot, and then you put it under cover? I don't know. So that'll be interesting, I'm sure. Why, what? I pressed the wrong button. Why is it lifted? Yes, I'm not sure what happens about that, to be honest. We'll give it a go. Well, maybe we'll find out. I'm given that there's a pretty large chance that some of these are going to roll all over the place. It probably would make sense to have the bale collector trailery thingy handy. Anyway, you'll notice I've taken the four-wheel steer off the AB, because it's much better when you're towing something like a baler to have it not on four-wheel steer. It works so much better, and actually bizarrely enough it improves your turning circle, which I find a little bit weird, but I'm sure it is a perfectly logical, reasonable physics explanation for it. I just don't know what it is. Physics was never my strong point, or maybe it's a mathematical thing. I don't know, whatever, right? Something like that. Roll away bale, see you later, I'll come and find you. So a wee bit of baling, which is going reasonably quickly actually. I'm quite surprised. In fact, it seems to me, though I could be wrong, this feels faster than windrowing the hay. I don't know. That also seems unlikely. I do like this baler though, it's not the first time I've used it. I have used it before. I used it on 6 Ashes in my blog series, but it's quite a fun baler. Yeah, wet hay baling. probably not a great thing, really. There you go. I'm enjoying using this kit. There's lots of, you know, it's nice to use it, and that's kind of the part of, kind of the point, kind of the part, kind of the point of me doing this series is you know, albeit a bit short, is to use this equipment, which I have used some of it already on other maps, but use it in its natural environment, if you want to think of it in that way. Because, you know, it's kind of what it was created for, so it's kind of fun. I suppose thinking about it, we've got a lot of sloping grassland on no man's land, so maybe I should be, you know, using it for some of that, doing some of it, you know, extra silage baling or something like that. And using it on there, that'd be quite fun, especially the AB, and just it's all really low down, low rate distribution, or low central gravity sort of thing, wider track, you know, that kind of stuff. It's all really good. So it's a very different design sort of method to what you'd see on most tractors and most farming machinery, which tends to be quite big, quite high. And having seen some of the safety videos I saw when I did my tractor training, yeah, more of this kind of low down stuff kind of makes sense. I mean, the other thing is, of course, that what you really need in farming machinery is good visibility, I suppose, and that's kind of the point, right? That's why they're quite big, quite high, designed for rough terrain, etc. But yeah, for the balance, it's tricky. And I'm sure there are other considerations that I just haven't even thought of. It's not like I'm an expert in any of this stuff. But there you go. Anyway, I think we'd probably better get a bale trailer before any of these bales sit for too long in the rain, and then we'll come back and do some more. There's a chance, of course, that there's always the risk that some of this stuff will turn back to wet grass. I think. Again, I don't know. I know if it's grass, it can turn to wet grass, back to dry grass, back to wet grass, etc. Once it's hay, I actually don't know if it will go back. But anyway, enough of me wittering. Let's leave that there, and let's go get a bale trailer and come and start getting some of these bales up. Right, here we go. Let's quickly get these up, and I'll go and, mind you, once they're on the trailer, they're probably all right, but still, let's not risk it. Actually, those silage bales should be ready a bit later on today, so we can go sell them, which would be good. But once we've got this cleared and I've put these bales in storage, then easy enough for us to come and clear the silage bales off the field and get them out of the way, and then at least I can get on with you know, lime and fertilising this field as well, because I need to be quick on that, because already the grass is starting to grow back. I think that's all of them, right? Everything else is silage bales right now. I don't know whether they'll... yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll keep getting wet and it'll detect that they're rotting even while... Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Oh dear. There are a few patches that I've missed, that were missed either while I was doing the silage or while I was doing this, that are now grass, either dry grass or hay. And I'm tempted to leave a few, but actually I don't really want to, because it does leave them patches of ground that won't fertilise correctly. Which I don't particularly want. Actually, we're going to get this done pretty quickly. We're not far off finishing. It's pretty nippy, this little lady, especially with the, as I said, with four-wheel steer on, this would be a bit of a nightmare, but with it off, it's still pretty, you know, with the bale on the back, it's pretty, it's got a pretty tight turning circle, it turns really well, and it's certainly speeding up getting this job done, which is kind of good, really. It's kind of what we need. What I don't know is whether actually no, I do know. I know exactly where I'm going to put these. I was going to say I need somewhere that's high enough for me to be able to unload the trailer vertically, but no, there is somewhere. It's fine, and I think I've kept it clear. Not necessarily intentionally, but I'm pretty sure there's a shed ready for me to put these in, which is good. There we go. Right, quick run down to the other end of the field. So we've got 3 more there. So we're going to have, actually in that case, no, it's not quite enough to fill it. So we've got space for another 2 bales, which actually, that's all we're going to get. That's all we're going to get. So this video is going to be slightly longer than we have been doing. But actually we're going to get the whole job done all in one video. I wasn't expecting to show all of it, but actually it's yeah, so it's been a pretty quick process, really, which it needed to be, so that's good. Last couple of little bits, in fact we're not even going to get another bale out of this. Got a good pickup. There we go, that'll do. Right, quick run, quick jump, quick jump. Again, I wouldn't normally do that on video, but it's just faster. Okay, so I open it up. Oh, I missed one. There were 4 more. I thought there were only 3 more, which is fine. We've still got plenty of room. No problem at all. I'm going to leave that little patch there. We'll see what it does. I'm curious. And there we go. Shame we didn't get one more. It would have been nice to have had it completely full, but there you go. It's all good. So how many silage bales have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just a couple too many to get it all in one go. Just thinking I'll clear the silage bales off ready, and then we can, yeah, next video we'll turn over this field. We'll get the lime spread before the grass grows too much in this section. I said we'll done a bit at the end, and then we can get, we probably won't have time actually to do too many levels of fertilisation, but I can certainly get one on. Oh, that was a great place to leave that, wasn't it? Now, have I got enough room? Actually, yeah, we should do. Just next to the plough there. And I'm hoping also that the shed is big enough. I think it should be. Because once we're in, I'm hoping it's got the clearance. Actually, no, it might not do. I've kind of figured this may not work. No, collisions, collisions, collisions. Abort, 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 abort. Oh, that's painful. Ooh, ooh, that's not good. Okay, you didn't want to see that. That's just not healthy. Where have my bales gone? Oh dear. Okay, so I guess there's a collision in the roof. Oh look, there are the bales. Oh. Well, that's a bit of a fail. So that actually does mean I don't have a shed big enough to unload these bales into. I'll have to unload them and manually stack them. And that's after I figured out how to get the trailer off. But there you go. I certainly haven't got time to do that. In this video, at least the tractor's safe. I'll need to reposition the plough. And, well, I'm going to have to reset the trailer, which I'm assuming means that all the bales will fall off. And, yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but there you go. These things happen. I'll sort it out, and I'll see you next time. So apart from that slight incident at the end, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll somehow rescue my bales from the roof of the barn, and I'll try and stack them up neatly somewhere before they all rot away. And anyway, take care of yourselves, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.